Peeps, baby and I are watching the new Pope. I'll turn it up for you. Baby woke up.
And see you soon. I'll see you soon. Tomorrow I'll go pray the Holy Mary so that she can watch over the whole of Rome.
Thank you, night.
Good night, and please rest.
Thank you, priest. Thank you, Father. Holla. Holla at all the people that showed up. Look at that. And that's in the shape of a cross. The square, the basilica. I believe they call it the basilica. It's in the shape of a cross. You make me weak at the knee. Oh, but don't sting me like a bee. Cause you might get popped by me, Cherie. Hey, that's the song.
And John Moody is still with us there as we watch these events. And had an interesting observation among many others, John, which you...
This is amazing.
He said this is all code...
75 million Catholics. 75 million Catholics. I had it so loud. 75 million Catholics in the United States. A lot of Catholic people.
I have never heard Rome that quiet before in my life. And he asked for help from the people. This is a man who's going to be a pope of the people, and I believe that this will be the mark of his papacy.
You can tell he looks good. He looks good. You can see it on sight, you know.
You talked before we knew his identity about the possibility.
That last guy, I wasn't filming him.
He is 76 years old, perhaps to come in and sort of fix things. And then
I didn't feel him from Jump Street. You hear what I'm saying, honey? I know that's right. From Jump Street. When he first took office, I was like, he creepy.
However, it is very clear that they want someone who can take charge of the Vatican bureaucracy, which is called the Curia. Pope Francis has indicated in the past, when he was the Cardinal and Archbishop of Buenos Aires, that he thought there was a lot of room for improvement in the Curia. That made him popular at home. And it may have given hope to those who looked at him as a reformer once he took the throne of Peter.
What a man he is. As you look at his background and hear about how many times he rejected the trappings of power. Tell us more.
He's a Jesuit. He is not necessarily expected to be humble as a Jesuit, but he has very much shown that all through his career. As we mentioned earlier, he refuses to live in the Cardinal
They even got the bell ringing. It looks like the Liberty Bell in Philly.
By fans when he does so. He has
but it's not cracked.
Said that he is simply a man doing the will of God.
He does his own cooking.
He does his own cooking.
He cooks for himself, this Pope.
Very strong on the moral positions of the church and shows no yield. And yet he has gone to an...
He probably won't make people kiss his ring.
Of AIDS victims.
They'll probably... Wow, and he's sympathy toward AIDS victims. He's sympathetic and compassionate for those with AIDS. How awesome is that? Wow. He's a guy that can get money put in so we can find a fucking cure for this fucking disease.
What does that mean, John?
It means that he's going to uphold the teachings of Christ as they've been given to him and as he's passed them on as a bishop and then a cardinal of the church. He does not believe that he, either as a cardinal or now as pope, has the authority to change what Jesus taught us to do. However, he is very concerned with the difference in economic prosperity between the richest and the poorest. He has spoken about that and said that there has to be some accommodation given to the poor. He has talked about the need to care about our poor brothers and sisters. Sometimes that gets him in trouble with more conservative wings, but in this case, I think we're going to see a pope who really reaches out right away to the poorest of the church and says, I am your brother, pray for me.
Hey!
I want to bring in Shepard Smith, who is live in Rome watching all of this happen and has been listening to our coverage as well.
You're talking about America too? Like,
Shepard?
People are suffering in America. You know, that'd be cool if he came to America, dropped a few million into our economy for the poorest of the poor in America.
With enormous ties to Italy, as hundreds of thousands of people have immigrated from Italy to Argentina. If there's anyone on earth who could bring together Italy and...
I love Shepard Smith. But, yeah, if the Pope is on board to help people with AIDS and the poorest of the poor, I mean, there are people that can't afford their AIDS drugs. and this is a guy with a lot of clout, you know, the Pope. He can really, really give in the ducats. I mean, the Catholic, the Vatican, they have so much money, the Catholic Church. So that would be really cool if he would, you know, jump on that like first. You know.
First, he needs to stop the pedophiles.
Yeah, first stop the pedophiles. Oh, kill them all. Oh, wait.
Show off. He looked in a very quiet way.
That's how he entered. Baby didn't see that part.
He began to thank them for their welcome.
That's before they closed.
The fact that we have a Pope that's from Argentina, from Latin America, and yet somebody who speaks Italian very well, who just spoke a very, very good Italian with an accent. You know, the Argentinians have a pretty strong accent, even in Spanish. But he was known, Chef, to be one who could come in and make some serious reform.
See, that's the kind of priest you'd have a crush on.
And because he had done so in Argentina, it was, the rumors were flying, and they were pretty much solid, and he was the runner-up.
No, he's not Mexican, Pope.
After Ratzinger, Pope Benedict XVI. And
is it a Mexican Pope? He's from Argentina. He's Argentinian. He's not Mexican.
As the president of the Bishops' Conference, it showed how much love he had done.
They would vote for the black guy before they would vote for the Mexican guy.
He had a lot of influence in the Vatican. No, his brother bishops in Argentina selected him to be their leader from 2005 up to 2011. Now he's going to go. Now he's going to go to the world, and he's going to show, I believe, the humility that John Moody explained very well as Francis.
History says he's done this throughout his life. He's gone to the faithful and said the church needs you. He's now gone. Well,
this shit is going to go on all day. Well, over there it's nighttime, but they're going to be kicking it in the streets, dancing, waving at the Pope. He going to be tired. They still going to be waving. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Chris Handigo, Chris Gallagher, Mike Gallagher, and it's cool. You know, you can just express yourself. Express yourself. Baby, you express yourself? This is a very good day for the Catholics. Look at his microphone. That microphone looked like a sex toy. Did y'all see that microphone? That was a long-ass microphone. That was for, like, a woman that's deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a freaky microphone. I bet he sticks it up his ass. I bet you tonight.
It's the change of the heart. It's the humility. It's not just management.
Megan, even
the microphone
stopped wailing as he vowed it.
Over around these parts, we call that a prostate finder. Isn't that the prostate finder, babe?
The crowd, and you could feel it even here in the studio. And now the reports are coming in of the reaction from Argentina and how folks there burst into tears upon the news.
Well, I can't wait till the night show.
Had been named Pope. I mean, you can imagine the pride and the overwhelming feeling of love they have for this man, as now do all the Catholics who are beholding this shepherd.
I like him.
And we'll get back to Shepherd momentarily, but I want to check back in with John Moody, who's been watching these proceedings with us, and you knew that this was a possibility. You had come out here and said, don't count this guy out. He was on the list of possibilities, but he wasn't one of the main guys that everybody was talking about. His age counted against him. He was second in line, though, last time. He lost to Cardinal Ratzinger, who became Pope Benedict. How much do you think that's...
See, that wasn't even his real name. What they think this is, Hollywood? Or you can just change your name. Change my name, change my name. What?
He knew that the church needed someone to...
Look at your happy host.
...its hand as it departed from John Paul II. And now this is the new era, a new age. I have to say, Megan, I'm so happy.
Go to SchreeTV.com. Order my single, Love Lullaby.
History.
You know what I'm saying?
To reach out to the rest of the world and say, come join us. It's gone from the most impressive place in Rome, St. Peter's Basilica, to a working-class neighborhood in Buenos Aires, where now Pope Francis came from.
You can sample it right there on the site, SchreeTV.com.
We talked about
SchreeTV.com, because I know I have the TV up quite loud.
To thank Pope Benedict I mean, that was an important moment.
Look into my eyes.
Again, a transition again, something that it's not.
Tell me
me,
what
it's
you
about
see.
us. Thanking his predecessor.
Oh, I might write that down.
Courage in giving up that office just cannot be overlooked. You don't.
I changed around a little bit though.
Easily. But
that wasn't like a whole line.
Benedict knew it was time for him to let somebody else take the reins. He certainly has found a worthy successor.
Do you see this as a possible